Serving all of San Diego, this is your Fox 5 News.
Listen up, this is good advice right now. Relationships can get a bit rocky during the holidays with all the factors working against you. In-laws, traditions clashing, all the list goes on and on. Dr. Rose Hartzell, sex therapist from San Diego Sexual Medicine at Alvarado Hospital. We're going to break down what you can do to make this season a happy one, no matter what you're doing. Hi, Rose.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, you ready for this? Here we go. Number one, create romance. Now, how do you create romance during this time with family and everybody all over the place?
This is a great time to create romance. With the cold and the darkness, this is the time to get those candles, get some holiday music on, maybe light the fireplace or the tree. And if you're willing to bear the cold, there's lots of great places in San Diego to build romance. We had Bilbo Nights a couple weekends ago. There's the Hotel Del. And
very
ice
romantic,
skating.
yes.
So those are some ways. Don't forget the mistletoe during this season.
Our wedding night, Hotel Del. How about that?
Oh, wow.
Just thought I'd throw that out there. I don't know why. Okay, handling party invitations, Rose.
Well, there's often a misconception that you have to go to every single party you're invited to.
Yes.
And ultimately, if you do that, you're going to stress yourselves out and start fighting. And the great advice I have for you is to prioritize your parties, sit down together as a couple, figure out which parties you have to go to, which parties you want to go to, and which parties that maybe you can get away with going to every other year or not at all.
Oh.
And then stick to that.
You know how many parties I've been invited to so far this year? Okay, handling holiday gifts, I guess what to talk about as a couple. This is a big deal because there's a lot of interaction and there's a lot of compromise going on here.
The biggest thing with gifts is setting expectations.
Yeah.
So if you can talk to your partner ahead of time, tell them what you want. Don't expect your partner to be...
You can do that? Here's what I want.
Don't expect them to be a mind reader. No one's psychic. So tell your partner what you want. Otherwise, a great advice that I give to you couples is to set some holiday tradition.
Okay.
So maybe get each other a Christmas ornament so you know what to expect. And since I'm a sex therapist, another great gift is to give each other the gift of time. So instead of spending gifts on each other, go and spend that money on a trip, get a babysitter, get a couples massage, go for a weekend.
Let me tell you something, when you have a kid, the gift of time is where it's at. I would like time.
Together as a couple. To be intimate.
I'm communicating now with my wife. The gift of time, a nice 24 hours away is all it takes. Get the grandparents.
Get the romance back in.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, stress. How do we deal with the stress?
Well, a lot of times women, especially during this time, try to be superwoman.
Yeah.
And ultimately, things aren't going to go perfect and you can't do everything. So if possible, try to delegate the tasks. So if your husband can take care of some of the gifts to some of the in-laws or some of your friends, try to have him do that. Also, delegate to your children. But in general, going back to expectation, know that things aren't going to be perfect and that's okay.
People always think everything should go perfectly. Life isn't perfect. Just deal with the little things that happen and enjoy it. Okay, this is a good one. This is a very important one a lot of people are dealing with right now. Advice to curb the clashing with the in-laws, your family members. This is when everybody just kind of gets together and sometimes things happen.
So this is another great time to set expectations ahead of time. Talk to your partner where you're going to be going for each holiday ahead of time. Let the in-laws know. And this is also a great time to, again, set traditions. So that instead of having to go through this every single year, who are we going to, where, what party, when are we going? Talk about that ahead of time. Also talk about when you're going to leave the party.
That's important.
That is often a problem for a lot of couples is
you give signals. Not that
is that
obvious.
One to your wife?
No, that's too obvious. No, it's not. Okay, so the bottom line here is expectations are very important really in all walks of life, just as long as maybe have a conversation about it and know what to expect so that you're not disappointed or you don't get angry and stressed out.
Correct. Right. Don't take it out on your partner.
Please don't take it out on your partner. That's great advice. If you would like to get in touch with Dr. Rose Hartzell at San Diego Sexual Medicine, Alvarado Hospital, you can go to our website, fox5sandiego.com, click the Scene On tab. Okay, over to you.